Nissan GT-R wheels are not a new concept to this channel. This 7-spoke design is pretty popular. I've shown many different ways, many different colors. I've weighed it, I've done all kinds of things to it. It is the most commonly used. I think when people talk about GT-R wheels, R35 wheels, generally that's what they have in mind. And if you are to find a different make, a non-Nissan or non-Infiniti make or model using GT-R wheels, this is most likely going to be the one that they have on. Well, most recently I showed you guys the black edition and the track edition wheels. That's the 6-spoke design. And then prior to that I'd shown the 20-spoke design, the one with very many spokes and spokes inside spokes. There's another model, another design, and this is the 10-spoke design right here. I'll tell you guys, I lost my mind and I made sure that I got a set of wheels. Well, two, because I'm a multiples kind of guy, right? I overpaid a little bit, but I had to get them. The value, my value with these wheels, these are really good. I don't need to do any refurbishment with them. I don't need to send them to the powder coat or anything. No repairs need to be done. These are ready to go. So I bought 2 sets and I can sell. I'm offering them for sale. That's why this video is happening as well. So showing off / advertising for sale. I'm willing to sell them as a staggered set like that, or I can sell them as, you know, with the fronts and rears, or I could sell them as square sets, all rears and all fronts. All rears, you could use them pretty much, it depends on how aggressive you want to be. A lot of crossover SUV people usually use the all rears. The fronts, and actually I've seen people with sedans do that too, but the fronts, a lot of my sedan people, that's what they like to use, all 4 front wheels onto the sedans. I think I'm keeping the front wheels, but if someone makes, you know, if the offer is nice, I'll sell them. Price is going to be like everything else has been all along, $1,650, and that includes free shipping in the United States mainland. If you are outside that geographical region and you're interested in the wheels, reach out to me and we'll make a deal. We'll make it happen. We'll come to an arrangement or come to an agreement that leaves both of us in good shape, you know, doesn't send any one of us to the poorhouse. And as I said, that's $1,650. I mean, ideally maybe the price should go up because this is 2022 July and the prices of all commodities, gas, my price of acquisition for these wheels has gone up. But you know, I get geeked about wheels, and the main aim of this channel was never to get rich, or at least the main aim of this venture with wheels was never to get rich off these wheels. I like OEM wheels. We could say I'm obsessed with them, and I like connect. I realize that I developed a pretty good network to acquire OEM wheels. So what I do is just connect people with wheels. So people that like that OEM plus style of modification, you guys are my tribe. This is what we're trying to do. And like I've always said, I post them on YouTube at that price, $1,650. If you can pick them up locally, then that's good. You save on, you know, you end up paying like at that point you pay what, $1,500 if you pick them up locally. And if people don't buy, I usually sell them on eBay. The price on eBay is much higher because eBay takes a good chunk. So at the end of the day, if you're interested, just buy them off YouTube. But if you want something with a little more buyer protection, eBay is fine too. I'll list them on eBay after a few days. But usually, I know for sure the fronts usually go so fast, usually. So let's talk about these wheels. Like every other GT-R wheel, except for like 1 or 2 very special designs, which I don't think I'll be able to acquire because they're very expensive. The specs on I think the Nismo, yeah, the Nismo is the one that has a weird spec, but the spec on every other GT-R design you see is going to be pretty much the same. The front wheels are going to be 20 by 9.5 with an offset of 45. But let me actually get to it so that we'll make sure I'm not lying to you. If you can read upside down, there it is. And the rear wheels are going to be 20 by 10.5 with an offset of 25. There it is. So without further ado, since this is also somewhat of an ad, let me show you what the wheels look like. Let me show you their condition. Rear wheel number 1. Let's go around. No major blemishes. I think there was one, looked like a scratch, yeah. If you stick your nose right on it, you'll you'll be able to see it, but you know, there it is. Rear wheel number 2. Looks pretty good. No scuffs, no scratches on the spokes. The rim looks good. Some of these things are like just rub off. That seems to be there, but doesn't look too bad. Oh, there you go. So a little something. But we've talked about this, right? I've mentioned in prior videos that Nissan GT-R tires, the original ones, are really stiff since they're run flats, and some people struggle to remove them. So I'd say this was actually done pretty well. Then this one here. This one is more or less mint, I'd say. I don't see any issues with this one here. Did a good job. Then this one here. No issues at all, nothing that I can see. All right, now let's go to the front wheels. Can you tell the difference? Well, apart from that, the concavity. All right, front wheel number 1. So this one is near mint as well. Front wheel number 2. And none of these wheels have any cracks, bends, welds, no repairs. You know, these are as good as can be. That's why I've paid for them. Okay, then we've got this. This one here has a few blemishes, like this one here. Yeah, this stuff going on here. Oh, I thought I could rub that off. Suppose not. Yeah, so it's not perfect, but you know, I think this is the one. I know my prices are really good, but if people feel like, hey, you know what, I'm not willing to pay that, I think we've got my number 1 customer right here. You know, I'm good. I'm gonna keep those. I don't mind at all. Front wheel number 4. It's got a few issues as well. And one, yeah, how did this even happen? But this is what I've realized, you know, dabbling with all these wheels. Sometimes you get wheels, you get them prepped, you refurbish them, you get this nice powder coat, you stress over, making sure they look good. Then you take them to get the tires mounted and the guys just scratch it. I'm not talking about not the bad old school, like you see you know, a scratch all around the lip or around the rim, but sometimes you can see, if you go, oh, there you go, here's one. If you go down, you can catch something like this. But I have conditioned myself to not freak out too much about, you know, don't sweat the small stuff, basically. If it looks good and it's a decent price, go for it. Now, if I paid $3,000 and you scratch my wheels, man, I'm gonna think a little differently about it. But as I said, these are decently priced. To me, the value proposition, the biggest thing is that I love this gray right here. I love OEM colors. If ever there was a way for me to copy those colors and redo them, man, I'd do it. But I think this is really good. In a way, it reminds me of that ultra chrome, what was it? The gray thing I did for the 370Z wheels. Yeah, let me go check that out. Yeah, here they are. I wonder how different they look. Okay. Oh, man. Man, you sly dog. That color works. Yeah, it's damn close. That color really works. Wow. Yeah, this has a little more silver sheen to it. But man, that is really close. I think that's going to be my go-to color whenever I'm refurbishing OEM wheels. It just works, man. Look at that. So yeah, okay. I think we're all happy. If you're interested, you know the way to reach me. My email is going to be edboy@gmail.com, which is my channel name, @gmail.com. But I'm going to put that in the description and in the comments so that you can reach out to me quicker if you'd like to. With that, I'm gonna call it a night.